No. They double down on their anger and their sin. Then he goes on to talk about his being, hey, pay attention to their teaching. Be aware of me who could put you in Gehenna. Oh, by the way, you better acknowledge me in my word. You better not realize that if you contradict me, then you're going to be yourself renounced, forsaken, rejected. It's not funny. In front of angels. They're right next to you. Talks about having a divided mind, right? Talks about, again, living in a way that we don't let money or wealth define us, and don't let physical things we're trying to obtain define us. It's okay to have a desire or goal to get a physical thing, as long as that doesn't define you. It's okay to want that next car, that next house, that next clothing or purse or shoes or whatever. It's fine. It's fine. Nothing wrong with that. What's wrong with it is when it becomes consuming to you, when it becomes what defines you, like, look what I have and you don't. When it becomes something that's what makes you be at peace with God, is physical things, then you got bigger problems. Your spirit and soul is lacking, and it's deficient, and it's poor. So you're physically rich, but spiritually poor. Is that what you want? That's what the Lord is saying. You can be both. Very rare. It can be pulled off, but it's very rare. But he just meant you to know that if you had a choice, what would you rather have, right? He wants you to have spiritual focus of being wealthy with him and his word. That's what he wants you to have. And always remind yourself that you are blessed beyond measure. Some of us have a little bit of both, you know. But just imagine if you're well off in other ways, and financial, physical means, just remember, a lot of folks don't have that same benefit. And then they're also checked at the door when they think they have physical wealth, and all of a sudden their health turns south. And they realize, ooh, so much for that, right? Like he said, your life's required of you. What if they were taken in death is one thing, versus what if they had a morbidity issue where their quality of life changes forever, where they become handicapped, where they become Alzheimer's, where they become heart attack, stroke. I've seen many people in my life from 40 to 60 in that range get like physically vibrant and then all of a sudden physically altered forever. And they had everything going for them, so you thought, from the outside looking in. But if you were to ask them if they could talk clearly, they would tell you, no. I would trade it all to have my physical capabilities back in my mind and in my body. That matters more to them only when it's taken. And that's what God's talking about. Don't let that happen to you. Don't let it happen to you. So let's just go into closing prayer on this and go to our communion time. So Father, we thank you for this opportunity. We thank you for this insight you give to us and your love and the understanding that you gave from your OLIVET discourse and how you are charging us to understand what being faithful and wise and being just and your servants